53. President of Central Supply Company. Profits are at an all-time low this fiscal year because of decreased demand for our products. If this situation continues, the company may have to declare bankruptcy. So it is important to prevent any further decrease in profits. Consequently, the only options are to reduce planned expansion or to eliminate some less profitable existing operations. Okay. Which one of the following most accurately describes a flaw in the company president's reasoning? So maybe there aren't only two options. Let's see. Could there be a third option? This president is saying, well, we have really low profit, and if this continues, we'll have to declare bankruptcy, so we have to prevent any further decrease in profits. So maybe for a further decrease in profit to be prevented, maybe there's other ways we can do that. That's the only thing I'm thinking of on the top of my mind. Let's see. Let's look at the answer choices. A, it presumes without giving justification that survival of the company has been a good thing. I don't think the president ever says the survival of the company is a good thing, but the president of the company is obviously trying to ensure the survival of the company. But I don't think that's a flaw in how the company president is reasoning, right? So we're looking for a flaw in the company president's reasoning. B, it does not take into account that there are alternatives to declaring bankruptcy. Maybe B. I kind of like B. Let's leave B open and look at the rest of them, because B is kind of what I guessed when I was done reading, right? Maybe there's other ways we can prevent a decrease in profit. Maybe we can do something else other than reduce planned expansion or eliminate existing operations. Maybe we can do better marketing, right? Maybe there's other ways to not declare bankruptcy. C, it presumes without giving justification that only decreased demand can ever be the cause of decreased profits. Where do they talk about decreased demand? Okay, they say because of decreased demand. And then do they say that's the only cause for decreased profits? I don't think so, right? The president does say it's important to prevent any further decrease in profits, but I don't think the president says, it's because of the decreased demand. That's the only cause that you can ever have for decreased profits, right? I don't think the president ever said that, so we can cross off C. D, it does not allow for the possibility that profits will decrease only slightly during the next fiscal year. The president says we can't prevent any we have to prevent any decrease in profit. And so what if it's possible that the profits only decrease slightly, right? The president makes it seem like if they decrease at all, we'll have to pretty much declare bankruptcy. So I don't know if the president has to allow for the possibility that profits only decrease slightly. Maybe that'll make them bankrupt, right? Maybe even a decrease of like $20 in profit will lead them to declare bankruptcy. We don't know. I don't know if the president has to reason or allow for that. So let's look at E. It does not take into account that there may be other ways to stop the decrease in profit. Okay. Okay. So either B or E are the answer here. Let's look between them. I think the original thing that I predicted was actually E, right? That it doesn't take into account that there may be other ways to stop the decrease in profits. Maybe there are alternatives to declaring bankruptcy, but the president does kind of allow for that, right? The president says the company may have to declare bankruptcy. So I don't think declaring bankruptcy is 100% the only outcome here. The president does allow for alternatives, but the president does say the only options we have to prevent a further decrease in profits are these two, right? To reduce planned expansion or to eliminate existing operations. So the president does say that there's only two ways to stop the decrease in profits, and maybe there's more ways, right? So E would actually be